All right, what's up, guys? Anthony here, Special Analysis. Welcome to the video. Gosh, was this morning some tough indice price action. We rallied into the opening bell, then we gave it all back. I think the market is really just trying to anticipate the CPI data coming out tomorrow morning. Crude gives it back. Kind of want to talk about it. Yesterday, you could see we fell short of taking out yesterday's high. We basically just retested it during the overnight twice and just failed to go higher. So once we kind of broke this low here between those two highs, it was kind of obvious that we were in for some downward pressure. So just to kind of walk you through some of my thoughts here, I'm watching these lower highs coming in. I'm watching this double bottom right here. We get a little poke up, could not get back above the VWAP, really kind of slopped over, and then we started kind of this really nasty up and down action. Now, when price is doing that, I am trying to just stay away from it, right? I'm sitting back, I'm just trying to read the price, I'm trying to take in what it's doing, I'm trying to feel the market out. All this time watching very specifically 85.55, 85.60 down in this area, this range, as potentially providing support. So I know that we failed to take out yesterday's high. I know that we've made kind of a crappy double top here, right? Like, that's not a technical double top, but we made two runs at it during the overnight. We failed. And then what kind of triggered me to the downside was we broke these lows, right? I was watching these lows pretty carefully. 745-ish, we take this dip. We take a pretty aggressive push back. You know, now I'm thinking, all right, did we just grab whatever liquidity was sitting below here, and are we going to recover? Recovering to me is pushing above the VWAPs, right? So this trend line here, you can see, was really kind of aggressive. And I'm totally fine adjusting out to the VWAPs. You can see we reacted to the VWAPs right here. So we come in here, get some buying absorption. We take a really, really aggressive kind of push lower here at 830. Got some really strong selling. We push back up. Again, some really strong selling. And then we get some selling absorption down here. We pop back up. Now, I just keep seeing, we keep putting, you know, basically, this is what I'm watching for. Like, all that matters to me is, can I get a grip on kind of what the sentiment of the market is? Because I need to be with the sentiment. So I got a high here. I got, you know, lower highs here. I got a low, a lower low, another lower low, another lower low. So what is my expectation here? With these highs not being able to be violated, right? Like, we could say there's a firm line of resistance right there. We keep kind of chipping down. So what's my expectation when I get down to this low? I should see a lower low placed, which is what I got right here, right? So now what am I looking for? So here's my high. Here's a consolidation. Right here is my now newly appointed lower high, okay? And we identified this live in the trade room while we're doing analysis. You know, we took a very specific look at, hey guys, we're retesting this prior low, and if it holds as resistance, we should push towards 85.5, 85.55, 85.60. Either way, we should pull through this low, okay? Break of structure, support, retest, resistance, right? I identified a bunch of buying absorption right here. Buyers were being absorbed by passive sellers. And I told them, while it was happening live, hey guys, if we hold this level as resistance, we should make a new low. That's exactly what we made right there. Okay? Now, that statement being made, on the bigger picture, I'm looking for support in this area. Okay? Going over to my higher time frame, very specifically, I'm looking at 85.55 as support, which you could see is really kind of the heart of this consolidative state as far as support's concerned. So what do you think we want to do, right? We want to pay ourselves, take profit. We want to protect ourselves, move our stop to break even. Guys, very small risk here. Like, we were identifying this as it was testing this low. Hey, if it holds, we're going to likely push lower. And if I'm not mistaken, on a 3-minute chart, look at that tiny little candle right there. Okay? As that candle printed, we were talking about this. All right? Look at it at a 1-minute chart. Whatever you want to look at it in. I don't care. Right? Look at that little reversal candle right there. Okay? So this candle closed at this line. The 3-minute candle closed just below the line. And the 5-minute candle closed also at the same spot, the 3-minute just below the line. Okay, so we're talking about risking from the close of that candle at 86.05 to the high at 86, what is that, 10? 5 ticks, throw a few on there for a little breathing room. So you're risking somewhere between 5 to 10 ticks, looking for 85.55. Now, what do we do when we take a short at a pullback like this? As soon as we retest the low, we take some profit, okay? So, like I said, we are risking, if this is going to let me do it without screwing up, right? We're risking 10 ticks, less than 10 ticks at the low here, taking profit 25 ticks, okay? So that's a 2.5 to 1. It's a 5 to 1 if you're just trading the top of that candle. And then very specifically, I said it a dozen times, 85.55. 50 ticks to the downside. Quick and efficiently. Okay? You had to be patient through all this crap to get an ideal low risk setup. A break of a low and a retest in a trending market, especially when there's buying absorption happening at that level, is low risk and high probability. Like I said, we have sequentially lower highs. We have sequentially lower lows. If you're trying to catch the falling knife and trying to buy the bottom, don't. Okay? That used to be an approach I used to trade with. And I'll tell you what, I would get murdered. Right? I would get murdered. It was killing me. But if I'm just patient, I just wait for the market to give me something I genuinely feel offers low risk and high probability, finds like this can happen. And guys, we talked about this as it was transpiring. This is why I don't have a Discord. Okay? This is the exact reason. Because I can't tell you what I'm seeing, when I'm seeing it, and how it's transpiring live through a Discord. I got to take screenshots, I got to write an explanation, I got to answer questions. It doesn't work, okay? There's hundreds and hundreds of $99 a month Discords out there. Hundreds of them, thousands of them, okay? I charge a premium because you are getting my full attention for 3 straight hours, looking at 4 markets in real time, so that I can come to you and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Trader, there's a low risk, high probability setup. If we hold this low as resistance, we're more than likely going to make a new low, right? So here is a lower high, all right? And we're going to make a lower low. That's it, right? It's that simple. If the market's trending, what do you want to look for? Follow the dots, okay? If the dots are falling, the market's going lower. Notice how I kept identifying all these spots that the market could turn around. Did I take any of them? No. Why? Because the market wasn't going higher until it proved otherwise, right? We came right back in here to this consolidative state, which I also talked about when we took this push higher. I said, guys, listen, a lot of price action transacted at this level right here, 86.60. right? We would have to literally make effort above it in order for price to go higher. But it didn't. You could see we failed at the VWAPs. Notice the only two indicators, if you want to call them that, on my chart are the VWAPs. There's nothing else here. Okay? I have the volume in the background because I'm looking for volume surges, but I am watching order flow on a separate screen. I do have a separate screen of all my reference material, which I share with my clients live in real time so they can see exactly what I'm seeing. But if we're making lower highs and we're making lower lows and you're trying to buy the falling knife, I don't care if it's the S&P, the NASDAQ, crude oil, gold, natural gas, Apple, Google, Nvidia. I don't care. It's a Bitcoin, XRP, whatever all that crap is out there. None of that matters to me. Right? What matters to me is volume and price action. Price action is telling me with sequentially lower lows and sequentially lower highs and the failure to overtake this consolidative state right here very specifically, that price is probably not going to go lower, right? Notice right here. Now it doesn't want to work. Right here, okay? Price doesn't break that line. Wow, that wasn't straight. We're not going to go higher. And we didn't. We weren't able to take this area out. And from there, we started taking these dives lower. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a reason to get short. This was not a clean move down, okay? These were not small candles. This was not nice and easy and la-di-da and following fast-moving averages and all that stuff. It wasn't that kind of move. It was a choppy move. So in a choppy, trending market, and I know that sounds, stupid to say, but the market was trending, but it was just in a choppy nature. In a choppy nature, what do I need to do? I need to sell a high because it's very hard to sell into a low when the market keeps whipping back every time it goes lower. Notice every time a new low is made, there's zero follow through. Immediate pullback. Immediate pullback. All right? Immediate pullback. That's not an easy to trade, trending, sell into weakness kind of market. When every time you get this nasty reaction, what do I need to do? I need to sell the reaction. Where do I need to sell the reaction? At an area that I can technically say should be considered resistance, and then adding the buying absorption on top of it is another layer of confirmation that says, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Trader, just like I told my clients, live in real time, in the real market, while it's ticking away, right? Not some clipped photo and a couple pieces of text to go with it in a chaotic Discord. No. I said to them in real time, guys, if we hold this low, we will make a new low. We will first push back into this recent low. And by a low, I mean holding this level, this high, I should say, okay? This lower high. If we hold this level, we should not only push back into the prior low, we should place a new low. The new low I was specifically, again, looking for, 85.55. And there it is, okay? Did the market keep selling off? Yeah. We came back to hold this level very specifically. Again, prior low here, resistance. Prior low here, resistance. And we pushed further. Now, did I want to entertain any of this? No. Why? Because it's at an area of support. I don't want to sell into support, right? And I haven't made look, here's higher lows, no higher highs. Okay? Notice this. Am I ready and willing to partake in the market when I'm making, look, boom, higher lows, beautiful, no higher highs. So I would need a higher high and then a higher low, and then I'm interested in getting long. But until I can prove that there has been a change of momentum, I'm not prepared to get in the market. It's that simple, right? I'm at support. I don't want to go short here because, there's a good chance that I'm not going to go much further, which you can see we didn't go much further. All right, but I also don't want to buy because price has not been able to prove higher highs beyond this very specific level. Guys, when you want to talk about price action, just simple analysis, prior low creates resistance. Prior low creates resistance. The reason I liked this specifically was I knew I was looking for 85.55. Okay? I didn't think we came all this way to not get to 85.55. All right? So in doing that, this was the lowest risk. Where was I wrong? If we push past the wick of this candle, where was I wrong? Right? When my analysis is wrong, that's where my stop has to be. Buying absorption. Sellers absorb the buyers in the top of this candle. Here's my lower high. I'm looking to take profit at the low of this candle and take more profit at 85, which was my ultimate target. 85.55, I'm sorry. Where is my analysis wrong? If price penetrates this candle, the top of this wick, 86.10, I put my stop at 86.15. That's where I personally put my stop. You can put yours wherever you want. Okay? I'm not here to tell you how to trade. I'm here to help you interpret the market in a live environment while the market's actually transpiring, not through pictures in the Discord. Okay? Because the market dynamic can change at any moment. And how am I able to say confidently that if we hold this level and we're going to push lower at the same time as I'm trying to place my own trade, at the same time I'm trying to take a screenshot, at the same time I'm trying to do a short write-up, at the same time I'm trying to write answers through a Discord? I won't do it. Right? So don't ask me for a $99 Discord. I'm not interested. Right? You can join my live sessions every single day for 3 hours. You can use my analysis and my order flow tools through the balance of the session so you don't have to access your own. Right? I have everything set up, ready to go. I send you a link every single morning. You just come, you show up, and you pay attention to what the market's doing. Right? And I will be talking through price action as I see that an opportunity may or may not be presenting itself. Right? Like through all this crap, I'm just saying, hey, listen, we're struggling here. Okay? Like that. Very specifically, at this moment in time, when we retested this low, I said to my clients, I'm like, listen, if this holds, we should make a new lower low. That's exactly what happened. All right? Now, I told him while all this was transpiring, listen, this could be the bottom of the session. We need to now see a higher low and higher high set. I said the same thing here. I said the same thing here. I said the same thing here. All right? But you don't blindly try to buy a falling knife. You just simply wait. And because at the same time I said, hey, listen, we got to see how we push off these levels, we kept making lower highs. And listen, it's not going to be perfect, right? Like here's your impulse, here's your correction, here's a new low. Boom, we push through this high here. Oh my God, that's great. Like we're the bottom's in. No, the bottom's not in. Even though there was selling absorption here and we drove higher, what did we drive higher into? We drove higher into supply or higher into resistance. So if you're going to come to the live session, make sure that you're paying close attention to what I'm saying, when, where, and why, because it's going to impact the way you desire to trade. Right? I always tell my traders, in a trending market, we're going to get lower highs and lower lows. Inversely, in an uptrend, we're going to get higher lows and higher highs until proven otherwise. What happened here? Right? Just for example, what happened here? We fell in to this level. We're still got a higher low. We place a lower high. Then what happens? We make a lower low. Right here, we break this low. What am I looking for right here? A lower high. And we do this through a series of basic analysis and order flow. Notice that that high right there, right here, served purpose the entire way. My job is to find these components of the market, share them with you, interpret them with you, give you expectations so that you as a trader can employ your own trade plan, utilizing your own entry method, utilizing your own risk management, utilizing your own profit-taking method. I'm simply here to tell you what I believe price is doing and what I believe it could do later, right? Based on what it's doing. Notice this high. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Like this high played a super, super important role throughout the entire morning. Okay? And guys, it only comes from staring at charts for years and years and years and years and years when you start to be able to see these things with great clarity. Trust me, I've been doing this now for 13 years. I learn something new every day. And if you ever get to a point in your trading career that you don't believe you can learn more, then I'm sorry. You stop growing as a trader, right? Your ability to grow and continue is going to suffer. You really, truly want to feel like you learn something new every day. My goal is to help you see the market through my eyes so that you can learn something new every day. All right? And there's times that clients share something with me that I didn't necessarily pick up and I learn from them. And I'm totally fine with that. I'm an extraordinarily humble person. I am happy to gain knowledge from anybody and everyone who's willing to share it with me. So if you learned something from this video, if it gave you some insight, some perspective to the way the market works, feel free to leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer it personally. I ask you to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, so that you can see more content and more retail traders can, get the opportunity to take a look deeper into technical analysis, into order flow, into what the market's doing, when, where, and why, so they can start anticipating what it's likely to do next. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching this video. God bless, and I will see you in the next one.